You and I have another mutual acquaintance from the abortion world, Bill Baird. I've got some crazy stories with him. I'm sure that you do as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew Bill from way back. Bill was from Hempstead, New York. He had 2 abortion clinics.
He owned 2, and he also, one of the, Baird v. Eisenstadt or something, he had a Supreme Court case that, what was that case about? Was that deregulating birth control or something? Wasn't that?
It was a birth control case.
Yeah.
It was way back.
So he owned these abortion mills, and when you or I would be protesting or leading a protest somewhere, he would go out of his way. He would travel across state lines to find us and to counter-protest us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bill was another of those peaceful enemies.
And he respected us.
Yeah.
He would call me. Just to visit.
Bill called me one time to give me a recipe for a morning drink that was supposed to be good for your what ails you and regulate your weight. He would just call up and say, "Have you considered this?" Out of the clear blue sky. And we would fight, we would argue, we would be at each other's throats, and then the next thing you know, we're buddies. We did a series of debates across the country on the college campuses. And of course, debates. And the regular debate format, the whole thing. And he would come out with a big table and load it with newspapers and books, and like he was going to use all this stuff. It was just a show. But I remember one time in New Orleans, I went down to debate him at a Catholic college. And he couldn't get out of New York. It rained, very heavy rain. So I insisted that I debate an empty chair. I said, I told the young woman in charge, Mary Mount, that I knew all of his arguments, so I would present his argument and then debate it. And she didn't want that. I said, well, I made it here. I'm here. I want to do a debate. So I debated an empty chair. And Bill heard about it. He was furious. So the next day, he called a radio station in New Orleans. They invited me on, and we had our debate on radio in New Orleans.
Much bigger audience.
Yeah, bigger audience. It was a good idea. And it knocked out my morning of
he called, I was in a personal crisis in the late 90s, and he called me out of the blue just to say, hey, I'm really sorry for what you're going through. And, you know, I think this is, for me, this is a place to pause, because there's something that's perverse and twisted, and something that's human and almost undefinable. Here we are talking about somebody who literally owned 2 abortion mills. He had people murdered. He paid physicians to assassinate babies, and then he took profits from them.
Yes.
This is a man whose soul, I believe he's still alive, this is a man whose soul is in great danger. And I would preach to him and say, Bill, you've got to repent, come to Christ, you know, and he would say to me, you're a worthy enemy. And it's... Friend, I hope you enjoyed today's program. We're going to continue over the coming days and weeks with this multi-part series, this incredible interview with Joe Scheidler. Long life to you, Joe. God bless you. See you soon.